Sir.
Robert Burns with Sound Off, Louisiana. When Congressman Graves was here just before the July 4th holiday, he was asked about his thoughts on this tax, and he expressed some reservations about it and said he would really prefer to see a far more regional approach incorporating other parishes, and expressed some concern of each parish going off on its own may hamper efforts. I'm paraphrasing, but I have the video from him. With regard, would you care to weigh in on your thoughts on the proposed half-cent sales tax for the local transportation improvements and how that may integrate into the discussion you had previously?
So you asked if I could weigh in on the half-cent sales tax locally and what I thought about that. And you're talking about East Baton Rouge Parish.
Correct.
And proposal that's been brought forth by the city. Number one, Robert. Anything to help address traffic solutions, I think is really important, and I do like the fact that we're moving toward more of a local and regional approach. However, I have been working with the 5 parishes in this area since 2015 on working on a regional solution. I do have some concern that by doing a East Baton Rouge Parish only tax, that you are going to prevent a larger solution, because let's be honest, without a bridge and major investments, all you're doing is moving the problem from one place to another. That concerns me. Something else that concerns me is, and I want to be clear, I don't know the answer to this. I don't know how they built the list. One thing I learned from working on a tens of billions of dollars infrastructure program is that you have to develop prioritization metrics or criteria that help you identify the best projects that deliver the best return on investment, to make sure that we're not effectively doing a half-cent sales tax to get a quarter-cent benefits. And so, number one, I'd rather see a regional solution. Number two, I think that using prioritization metrics to make sure that you're truly providing a return on investment, and I've said this a couple of times over the past month, and I don't know that I've really refined it in a way that makes any sense to anybody, but I feel strongly about this statement. Good projects are already paid for. And what I mean by that is if you choose the right projects, if you choose the projects that truly provide a return on investment, they're already being paid for somehow. And I'll give you an example. Right now, we're spending over $900 a year in this region in extra gasoline payments. Extra. Is there a way for us to take those dollars and divert them to being proactive and actually building traffic solutions instead of having people pay $900 this year, next year $1,000, and the year after that $1,200 whenever traffic just becomes completely gridlocked? Or can we demonstrate to people, hey, here's what we're doing. We're actually diverting this extra gasoline payment that you're making, and we're diverting it into solutions. And within 5 years, you will be made whole and then some. But then you have to have the prioritization metrics. You have to have the right criteria to identify those projects that will return that investment to you. And of course, other things is the extra 47 hours a year in traffic, the environmental implications of pumping tailpipe emissions out, and just the inefficiency in overall economy, the lack of economic development here. So look, make me king for the day. I'd rather see a regional solution, and I'd like to see the calculations that demonstrate this isn't just paying money. This is actually an investment that's going to make me whole in X years.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
To the new constructing a new bridge. Can you address the concerns that he expressed in that meeting?
What's the question?
I'm getting ready to say it, but it seems like my mic is going out. His question was around a recent commentary when Congressman Graves was here speaking to the press club and discussed a regional approach versus a localized approach. Well, I don't have to see the video because I had a conversation with Congressman Graves this morning, and not only do I speak with him, did I speak with him this morning, but we have regular conversations as a mayor president and a congressman who works for our city and parish. And so I am on the same page with Congressman Graves and other parish presidents in the surrounding areas. The truth is, we not only need Move EBR, we need every other advantage to move transportation regionally. The good news is that this plan is going to serve as an excellent foundation for a new bridge or whatever other proposal evolves as in the future. So I'm on board with the regional approach. Right now, we're moving Baton Rouge and East Baton Rouge Parish forward, and what we do now will serve as a foundation for future projects, for future bridge, for other initiatives down the road. That's why this is an excellent proposal.
Well, then may I ask, if you had that conversation with him this morning, did he reverse his stand and say that he now...
No, he did not. Listen, this is not about Congressman Graves. I'm gonna let him speak for himself.
Right.
I just told you I support a regional initiative. He supports a regional initiative, and we'll leave it at that.
Very good.
Next question.